Hey guys, just want to make a quick video to do a overview of my second cycle for my cube programming. This one's hopefully going to be a lot shorter than the 17-minute video I did last time. I'm not really going to go much into the actual programming itself since I already did that in the first one. Just going to go over how my retests went and the changes I'm going to make for the next 10 weeks, I guess. So cycle 1, I hit 20-pound PR on my squat, 20-pound PR on my deadlift. I didn't make any change on my bench. So the changes I made for deadlift was going to do more deficit work and work on improving my lower back and my glute ham tie-in. My bench was to do more pause work and also to bring my close grip up. I did that. My close grip did go up. I did something that Brandon Lilly had said, which was to implement a 5x5 close grip on my bodybuilding day, my weak point day. And I saw a pretty good increase with that. My close grip was actually getting pretty close to my actual raw max, which was kind of disappointing. Just kind of showed how weak my off the chest strength was. And I did a lot more deficit work for deadlift. I actually hit a 475 off of I think a 2.5 inch deficit, and my PR was 480. So I think that was around week 8 or week 9. So I went into my max week, which was last week, very confident that I was going to be able to hit at least a 10-pound PR. Usually I do deadlift, bench, squat. Last week I was feeling pretty beat up, my lower back, because the Friday beforehand I did 40 reps of 165 plus volume for squats. So the combination of doing reps for squats plus wide stance pause squats, I had a lot of pain, a lot of strain in my lower back. So Monday I did bench. I opened up with 205, 225, and then 250, which I missed. Off the chest strength is very weak. Something I'm going to address. Thursday I deadlifted, and it was shitty. My plan was to open 435, 475, 500. And instead, I went 405, 445, 470, and then I missed 490 twice. For some reason, it just wasn't clicking that day. I compared the video of the 445 that I did that day in comparison to how I was last cycle, and last cycle was not only was much faster, but my lower back was much straighter. It was a lot less rounding. Just generally, it was just better. It just felt better. I tried to push off deadlifting. I was supposed to deadlift on Monday, push it off till Thursday. I thought it was going to be enough time, but it wasn't. So that was that. And then squat was on Saturday. I opened 355. No reps, which is easy. 395, I believe. Probably fucking it up. 395 with reps, which was also pretty easy. And then I went up to 425, which was a 10-pound PR on my week 8 PR. My PR going into the cycle was 405. I hit 415 2 weeks ago. So I was and with that, I still felt like there was more than I could have done. So I went into it feeling good, and I hit 425. If anyone checks my log, they'd see that I posted posted 2 videos. The first video was me hitting 425 and seemingly racking the bar. The second video was the full video, the blooper reel of me racking the bar only on the right side and then not racking the left side and having to have some scrawny kid come over and help me with the weight, which is pretty fucking embarrassing. I gave myself a PR for that because in a meet I would get the rack command with side spotters and it wouldn't have happened. I'm also going to try lowering the rack down one notch and see how that feels on my deload before I go back home to my other gym. So my planned total was 1175. I wanted a 250 bench, 500 deadlift, and 425 squat. I hit my 425 in my squat. My deadlift is still 480, and my bench is actually went up 5 pounds. Slight pause. On Saturday, after my squat work, I decided to try for another bench max because I haven't benched since Monday, and I hit 245 pretty easy. So that was okay. I guess the only changes I want to make are, this is finals week, so I'm deloading right now. I'm actually getting ready to go to the gym. I did an upper day today. Just hit everything, high volume hypertrophy. Get some blood to the muscles, get everything moving, so I'm not letting anything tense up or try to get the lactic acid out of my system. And then Thursday, I have my last final in the morning. Afterwards, I'm probably going to go for a lower session. Hit probably some light squats, maybe some front squats. Throw some variations that I haven't really been doing in training. And then I graduate on Sunday. So after Sunday, I'm going to end up going home, and then I have to end up picking which gym I'm going to be going to. The gym that I usually go to is a small commercial gym in the basement where everybody's 50 or over, works right down the street. It sucks. And the other gym that they have, the other club they have that opened, is full of fucking high school kids who don't know what the hell they're doing. So I'm actively looking for a new gym. I might look for an LA Fitness in the area or something a little bit more hardcore, possibly. Powerhouse Gym in Syosset on Long Island, which is where I'm from, is actually not too far away. Bev Francis. So that might be a possibility if I'm up for the drive. Maybe I'll see somebody like Kai Green or some shit. But main plans for this cycle are to do, for my weak point days, I want to definitely do overhead work, but just stick to more volume-based work. Didn't really get a lot of carryover out of trying to do max effort shoulder work. Probably just going to do more Klokov and dumbbells, to be honest. And get rid of push press, because push press isn't really helping my problem. My problem is my strength off the chest, like my front delts, my chest. So push press kind of defeats the purpose of having that, building that issue, or building a solution for that issue. Deadlifts, more deficit, more lower back work, more rehab, more PVC pipe rolling, more lacrosse ball, more deep tissue. Try to convince my parents to possibly have me go to a chiropractor, maybe get an inversion session in, or try to do some decompression in my spine, because my sciatica from 2 years ago has kind of limited my recovery, my lower back. Bench, do a lot more pause work again. Definitely continue doing my slingshot volume, but do a lot of my slingshot volume with more pauses. It's rather than just using the slingshot to bounce out of the hole. And then for squat, no complaints. For my rep days where Brandon wants us to do the 50 reps, 40 reps, 45 reps, whatever, straight Olympic stance, I'm not really sure how the carryover has been for me. I didn't do it at all this cycle. I got 20 pounds on my squat, so I'm not really too concerned with doing that. What I did instead was I did like cluster sets, so I just do it in sets of 5, rack it, 5 to 10 seconds rest, unrack it, knock them out, just consistently go through it with less rest, not do it consistently. I might also try to consider taking one of my raw squat days and getting more rep work in at a slightly higher percentage of my reps on, or try to do a variation. Whether it be probably maybe something like a front squat, try to bring my front squat up. My front squat sucks. It's I haven't done in a really long time. So maybe something like that. Also for bench, probably gonna get rid of floor press since it sucks, for me at least. Try to address my problems first before I start moving on to incorporating multiple variations rather than, instead of just the variations that I personally need to work on. And then, other than that, really not change very much. I really like the program. I was thinking of possibly switching to something like a Shaco, or do a small of junior bench cycle, or even a small of cycle for my squat. Since I'm going to be home, I'm going to have availability of more nutrition and be able to eat better. But probably just going to go with the cube for the rest of the summer. See how it treats me and decide what I want to do for the rest of the summer into the fall. That's about it, I guess. There's some things I want to go over with some of the supplements that I'm taking. I work as a supplement rep for Ergogenics, which is a supplement company on bodybuilding.com, Nutrition, A1 Supplements, I'm pretty sure, Tiger Fitness. So I get products from my company that I actively use. Some of them are ErgoZ, which is our ZMA supplement. It also has 3 milligrams of melatonin in it per serving, so it helps with regulating your sleep cycle, getting your body into a more regular sleep cycle. I also take our L-carnitine, which, if anyone knows about the whole L-carnitine scare, it's fucking bullshit. So I take that. I also take an omega-3 fish oil by Now Nutrition, and I also take our Ergobolic, which is a anti-catabolic, anti-cortisol inhibitor. And that also helps with my sleep as well. For my pre-workout, I'm actually taking something that Brandon Lilly suggested. I picked up some All-Max taurine, so I take 5 grams pre-workout with my pre-workout shake. I also take my company's pre-workout, which is Ergo Pump. It's great. It's slightly higher stim. It's 175 milligrams of caffeine per scoop. I'm pretty stim tolerant, so it works out pretty well. I usually do 1.5 to 2 scoops. And then finally, obviously, just fucking micronized creatine. That's it. For rehab, I have my foam roller. I have my PVC pipe. I also picked up this, which has been giving me quite an experience the last couple of days. It's been extra strength Tiger Balm. Asked a couple people for suggestions in the forums and also on Facebook, and they gave me some good, some liniments to look at, like Equiblock, Blue Heat, stuff like that. So I'm going to look at those when I get back home. Other than that, that's it. I'm going to go do my deload upper day. Finish my last final on Thursday. Didn't sleep last night, so I'm going to do a no sleep workout, but hopefully put up some better numbers for next cycle. My goals are, rather than chasing the 500 squat, deadlift 490, at least 490 deadlift. Bench, I definitely want to see somewhere get between like 255, 260 if I can. Try to get some like 10 pounds or so on it. And then my squat, honestly, I'm happy with where my squat is now. Just get myself more comfortable with reps. Get myself a little bit more used to doing rep volume and getting under higher percentages. So maybe if I can just put another 10 pounds, 10, 15 pounds on it, 440, 435, seeing 50 pound gain in 30 weeks would be incredible. So I'm excited. My body weight's been around the same. I'm pretty bloated right now because my diet has been really crappy with finals and everything, but looking to regulate that when I go back home. Cook more of my own meals, cleaner food, not all of this shit covered in oil that they're cooking me here. So that's it. Hope everyone's doing well at finals, summer, everything coming up. And I'll talk to you guys soon. So later.